Hey people, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and in this video I'm going to be recreating or trying to recreate this very cute hairstyle I found off of Pinterest. And as you saw from the title and thumbnail of this video, I'm going to be telling you about the very horrible experience I had with olive oil. And quite frankly, I don't know if I'll ever let olive oil come anywhere near my scalp ever again. And before I start narrating the story to you, I want to talk a little bit about this hairstyle that I'm braiding in. As I saw from the picture, the lady braided mini twists in the back, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do right now. And some of the mini twists, I actually braided them off camera. Also, I parted my hair off camera. And yeah, after braiding the mini twists at the back of my head, I'm going to be detangling the front part of my hair, where I'm going to be putting in the cornrows, because I want the cornrows to come out looking as neat as possible. Also, it's been about a week since I washed and detangled my hair, so I don't want any shaded hair to get in the way of my very cute and neat cornrows. So yeah, that's the end of the disclaimer, and let's start off with the story. So I, like most people, usually use olive oil for cooking, right? However, of late, I started using it as a moisturizing agent for both my skin and my hair, because I read somewhere in an insider.com article that said, and I quote, "The moisturizing properties of olive oil may help strengthen the hair and increase its elasticity, hence prevent breakage or split ends." The same article also said that olive oil may help stimulate hair growth, and apparently many people were seeing positive changes while using it. So I was like, you know what? Everyone is seeing miracles. Who am I not to try out this miracle oil? And yeah, so I started using it. And one of the reasons why I chose olive oil above all other oils, was because number one, I had tried using oils like amla, but amla has a very strong smell, in my opinion. So I was like, you know what? I don't like oils that smell so strong. So yeah. Also, I tried using coconut oil, but also coconut oil, I didn't like it very much, because it felt quite heavy in my hair. So yeah, I was like, you know what, let me go and use olive oil, because it's very light, it has no strong smell. So what is the harm in trying it out? And that's exactly what I did. And the first time that I used olive oil in my hair in my wash day routine, I was like, oh my god, what a thing of beauty. Because always when it's time to wash my hair, I get the shampoo, I apply it in my hair, rinse it out, then I put in the leave-in conditioner, of course. And then after that, I put in the olive oil, and the way the thing just glides through my hair, and like, I'm the kind of girl who keeps in a hairstyle for about 6 to 8 weeks. So obviously, I read somewhere that we shed about 100 strands of hair per day. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I read. And imagine all the shedding that I experienced during like those 6 to 8 weeks. I would have so much shed hair, but with the olive oil, the strands would be just slippery, and I had a fun time. Not, of course, not the most fun time, but yeah, olive oil helped me, and it made my wash day routine so much more easier. So I was like, you know what, this is the ish. And after using the olive oil, I would apply the Cantu hair pomade. It's a grease into my hair, because I use it like as a moisturizer. Let's say, for example, you've gone to take a shower. When you're back, you either apply maybe a jelly, Vaseline, or you use a lotion. And that's how I would use the Cantu hair pomade to lubricate my scalp after washing it on my wash day routine. And after I was done, I would put my hair in a protective style, and the protective styles that I usually opt for are either mini twists or cornrows, or like normal twists, because they're easy to put in and they're very easy to take out. Also, they would last quite a while. So yeah. Anyway, this is not part of the story, but about the hairstyle. So this is the last twist that I'm braiding in, and after putting in this twist, I'm going to start detangling the front part of my hair to prepare it for cornrows. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do: detangling the front part and making sure I don't have any shed hair on my scalp or attached to my hair strands, so that the cornrows can come out pretty neat and very cute. So yep, back to the story. And with that simple wash day routine that I've just described to you, I never had any issues with my scalp. I actually never experienced dandruff, even during my younger years, when I was at school, and we always used to cut off our hair, because afro hair or type 4 hair is very difficult to manage, like as a child you can't leave a child to manage their own hair, because like it takes a lot of time and it needs a lot of patience. So at school we always used to cut off our hair, and when we would like go to shower after classes or before going to class, we would like wash our hair, because that's what you do as children. As kids, you pour water on every part of your body. And we would also like use bathing soap, put it in your hair, and I never saw any dandruff on my scalp. Even there was a time when, like, you know how you as a child, I don't know if you ever did it, but I would put Vaseline on my hair strands, because it's something that I always saw elders doing. So I'd like put it because I want my hair to also look cute and very neat. But the only thing applying Vaseline on my hair did was literally just make my hair brown, and I didn't want that, so I discontinued that. Even then I never experienced dandruff. So you can imagine my shock when one time I was out of the Cantu hair pomade, and for whatever reason I was like, you know what, this olive oil has been doing wonders on my hair strands. Like, I'm sure like it's harmless to put it on my scalp. So that's exactly what I did. I put the olive oil onto my scalp, and my friend, let me tell you, the amount of dandruff that I experienced. Right now, I can attribute that dandruff to the putting olive oil into my hair. But at the time when I saw the dandruff, I didn't know what was causing it, because like it was something new. Like, I had never seen such dandruff in my hair. I literally looked like a lizard. I looked like a reptile. And for those of you who don't know what dandruff is exactly, I did some research, and the myoclinic.com website describes dandruff as a common condition that causes the skin and the scalp to flake. And it says that it's not contagious or serious, but can be embarrassing and difficult to treat. And yeah, that was what I was going through. And at the time, because I had only used the olive oil once on my scalp, I could not connect the dots and like be like, I've used olive oil and therefore this is why my scalp is flaky and like I'm having this dandruff that's floating on my hair. Everyone near me was like, you need to wash your hair, like, why is your scalp so dirty? And it had just washed it maybe 3 to 4 days prior. And in my head, I was like, you know what, maybe I've eaten something that my body is rejecting, or I've taken some kind of medicine, or I'm using like a bad shampoo, but it was the normal shampoo that I was using. I was like, maybe I didn't wash my hair properly, or I didn't apply enough olive oil. And about a week later, I again washed my hair because the dandruff was too much. It was just floating on my scalp, and everyone was making like comments about it. My mom was like, Rachel, wash your hair because it's so dirty. I washed it the second time, and I did the same thing. I put the olive oil on my hair strands and on my scalp, and this time I think that was the time when I started connecting the dots, and I was like, I think my hair is my scalp is reacting a little bit to olive oil. So yeah, I did some little research, and based on what I found on the insider.com, in an insider.com article, you should not use olive oil in your hair if you have dandruff. And that had never been a condition for me, rather a problem for me. I'd never had dandruff, so I would never have known that. And it says that's because olive oil promotes the growth of yeast that causes dandruff. In individuals prone to dandruff, olive oil can actually worsen the condition like kerosene over a fire. After I read that article, that was when I made the connection that, I think it's because of the olive oil. And then of course I went on Reddit. I read like what some other people had to say about using olive oil. Most people say that it's very good, but they use it like on their strands because it helps their hair look shiny and very nice. And so I honestly don't think that I'm going to stop using olive oil for my hair strands. However, I'll not be putting it on my scalp again, because obviously it has caused me to have dandruff. So I guess I'll just stick to it on my strands. And then also, I think that the reason why I look at my strands and I see that they are so frizzy is because Lord knows I needed a trim like yesterday, literally, because I feel like the tips of my hair are not in the healthiest shape. So yeah, that is the end of the story. And the next video that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be telling you of how I went to the salon and I got my edges ripped out by the lady who was plaiting my hair. Oh my god, that was a very traumatic experience, and from that time I have never, till today, we're in January of 2023 and that happened to me in May of 2022. I have never stepped in a salon. I have just stuck to braiding my hair on my own. The last hairstyle that I actually did on my own, I did braids, and I didn't make a video about that because it was my first time trying out braids on myself, and I wasn't sure how the hairstyle was going to come out. I wasn't sure if it was going to come out really horrible or it was going to come out fairly neat, but by the grace of God it actually came out really nicely, and for a time I regretted why I hadn't recorded it, but we live and we learn. Yep, that was the last time that I braided my hair, and I did it on my own. I'm really traumatized about going to the salon. I honestly feel like those guys, some hairstylists don't really care about the health of like people's hair, and I am the only one who understands myself, and I'm the only one who gets like the kind of tender loving care that my hair needs. So I've decided to stick it out, and like if I want to braid a hairstyle, I learn it and I put it in on my own without anyone's help, because I feel like I'm the only one who understands like what my hair needs. Obviously that could sound a little bit cocky, but I think most of us can relate to that experience. These stylists, some of these stylists out here are just no, like people have horror stories. I know that may have just been a one-off experience, but either way I'm still traumatized, and yeah, I would rather do my hair on my own for now. Of course, there are styles that I'll want to do that I'll have to go to the salon and someone will help me braid them in, but while I still can, I think I'll just stick to braiding my hair on my own. So yep, this is it. I'm done with the cornrows, and yep, I think it looks fine. It looks fairly neat. Of course, I don't like braiding my hair when it's wet because it rarely does it come out well. Rarely do the cornrows come out very neat, because I feel like you can't get all the hair in properly in the right way. You can't grip it well, but when you braid dry hair, it comes out so much better. And now that I'm done with the hairstyle, I'm done braiding my hair, I'm going to add in a few accessories at the front and at the back of my hair to like give it a very nice touch, because this is how I'm going to be wearing my hair for the rest of the week. And yep, it's not as similar to the lady in the picture, but you know what, it's good enough for me. And yeah, this is the back of the hair, and you already saw the front. It's similar but it's not the same. So yeah, that is it from me. Like the video, share and subscribe. See you. Bye bye.